Here are the top 10 mobile games you can play offline. Let's be real, the internet is a beautiful disaster. 1 second you're happily gaming, the next your Wi-Fi betrays you, and suddenly you're staring at an endless loading screen of doom. But fear not, fellow gamer, 2025 has blessed us with some of the most jaw-dropping, mind-blowing Wi-Fi-free games ever. Whether you love action, puzzles, racing, or just need a way to procrastinate, this list has something for everyone. So grab some snacks, put your phone on airplane mode for the full offline experience, and let's dive into the top offline games of 2025. Ever wondered what Fallout would look like if it was set in Soviet Russia? Enter Atom RPG, a post-apocalyptic turn-based RPG that throws you into a massive wasteland full of secrets, danger, and morally questionable choices. You'll explore a radiation-soaked Soviet landscape, scavenge for supplies, fight off mutants, and uncover the dark secrets of the wasteland. Combat is turn-based and rewards smart decision-making over brute force. The writing is sharp, the world is immersive, and the game's dark humor makes even the bleakest situations hilarious. If you love old-school RPGs with deep choices and brutal difficulty, this game will keep you hooked for hours. Have you ever thought, what if Uncharted was on mobile but with way more shooting? Well, say hello to Adventurers Mobile, an action-packed adventure where you explore ancient ruins, solve puzzles, and engage in high-stakes shootouts in search of legendary treasure. Set in West Africa, you'll travel through exotic locations, dodge deadly traps, and battle ruthless enemies who all want a piece of the prize. Along the way, you'll level up, unlock new weapons, and gain skills that turn you into the ultimate adventurer. The game's gorgeous visuals, cinematic storytelling, and frantic combat make it one of the best mobile adventure games in years. If you love fast-paced action, treasure hunting, and solving puzzles while being shot at, then this is your kind of game. Ever wished Dead Cells and Doom had a baby? Meet Scourgebringer, a high-speed, ultra-aggressive, roguelike action game that demands lightning-fast reflexes and perfectly timed attacks. You play as a deadly warrior armed with a sword, guns, and enough parkour skills to make Spider-Man jealous. Your job? Slice, dash, and shoot your way through procedurally generated dungeons packed with monsters, traps, and absolute chaos. The catch? If you die, you start from the beginning, but don't worry. Each run feels fresh, the combat is buttery smooth, and the pixel art is stunning. If you love roguelikes that punish your mistakes but reward your skill, Scourgebringer will own your soul in the best way possible. The legendary time-traveling samurai is back, and he's ready to slice through anything that gets in his way. Samurai Jack, Battle Through Time, is a fast-paced hack-and-slash game where you control Jack as he battles through iconic locations from the TV show, meets classic allies, and faces off against a relentless army of enemies sent by Aku. The game lets you equip various weapons, train to unlock new abilities, and fight some of the toughest bosses in Samurai Jack history. And while the gameplay is thrilling, some players have complained about clunky controls and unbalanced fights. But hey, Jack's had worse days. For fans of the iconic cartoon, intense sword combat, and nostalgia-fueled adventure, this game delivers a solid experience with a dash of frustration. If you love stealth precision and watching bullets travel in slow motion through enemy skulls, then Sniper Elite 4 is your new best friend. Set in World War II, this game gives you massive maps, improved enemy AI, and a ridiculous attention to detail when it comes to sniping mechanics. Everything from wind resistance to your heartbeat affects your shots, making every successful kill feel like a masterpiece of destruction. The X-ray kill cam is as gruesome as ever, showing exactly how much damage you did, because sometimes you just want to know what happens when a bullet meets a femur. Beyond the brutally satisfying sniping, the game offers stealth mechanics, intelligent enemy AI, and enough replayability to keep you coming back for more. If tactical gameplay and long-range headshots are your thing, then this game is pure sniper heaven. Ever wanted to summon historical figures and make them fight for you like a Pokemon battle on steroids? Fate Grand Order is exactly that, but with more drama, over-the-top attacks, and a time-traveling storyline that makes no sense but is still amazing. You start by customizing your own elite anime warrior, then jump into a wildly ambitious JRPG adventure where you summon legendary heroes from history, equip them with insane powers, and unleash them in strategic card-based battles. The game's got gacha mechanics, which means you'll roll for characters and pray to the RNG gods for good luck. What makes Fate Grand Order so good? The rich storytelling, tactical gameplay, and an art style so crisp you'll wish it was an anime series. If you're a fan of epic battles, deep strategy, and historical figures being way cooler than they were in real life, this one's for you. Imagine being grounded so hard that escaping your own house becomes a full-on horror experience. In Schoolboy Runaway, you play as a kid trapped at home after disgracing the family name with bad grades. Your mission? Escape without getting caught by your terrifyingly strict parents. The game throws you into a 3D survival horror setting, where every failed escape attempt results in brutal punishments and probably extra chores. But unlike other horror games where monsters are the main threat, here your biggest fear is a disappointed mother waiting with a slipper. With its darkly humorous story and immersive atmosphere, Schoolboy Runaway offers a unique spin on psychological horror. It's part Home Alone, part Escape Room, and part What If My Parents Were the Final Boss? A weirdly stressful yet hilarious game, this one is a must-play if you've ever been grounded and wanted revenge. If Max Payne and the X-Files had a neon-lit fever dream, it would be El Paso Elsewhere. This game is a third-person shooter that takes you through a reality-shifting motel filled with werewolves, vampires, and fallen angels. Yes, you read that right, a motel that constantly changes and is packed with creatures straight out of a horror movie. You play as a man on a mission to hunt down supernatural beings armed with an arsenal of weapons, including Molotov cocktails filled with holy blue fire, because regular fire just isn't dramatic enough. The game leans heavily into its over-the-top action, complete with slow-motion dives and destructible environments that make every encounter feel like an action movie sequence. But El Paso Elsewhere isn't just about shooting, it has a fully voiced story campaign featuring a main character who narrates his existential crisis while battling the forces of evil. The combination of intense gunplay, a unique setting, and a hip-hop infused soundtrack makes this one of the most stylish shooters of the year. If you love fast-paced action with a supernatural twist, this game will be right up your haunted alley. The world has gone mad and everyone has turned into a bloodthirsty maniac for reasons unknown. Your goal? Survive and escape. Sounds simple, right? Wrong. This game forces you to think, solve puzzles, and dodge an ever-growing list of obstacles while unraveling the mystery behind humanity's sudden descent into madness. Unlike most survival games that rely on combat, Only Way is all about brainpower. Every level introduces new challenges, trickier puzzles, and enemies that require more than just brute force to evade. The atmosphere is deeply unsettling, making you feel isolated in a world that no longer makes sense. The real beauty of Only Way is its branching story and multiple endings, meaning that your decisions shape the fate of the main character. If you're a fan of narrative-driven adventures with mind-bending puzzles, this game will have you hooked from start to finish. Horror fans, brace yourselves. Never Back Home is a terrifying 3D action horror game where you play as Sylvia, a high school girl trapped in a mysterious, otherworldly realm while searching for her missing best friend. The setting is drenched in Asian folklore and supernatural horror, making for an atmosphere that is as beautiful as it is nightmarish. What makes this game stand out is its unique blend of exploration, survival, and puzzle solving, forcing players to rely on their wits instead of just running for their lives. Every choice you make impacts the story, leading to multiple endings, some of which are more disturbing than others. With stunning mobile graphics, eerie sound design, and a plot that constantly keeps you guessing, Never Back Home is a horror game that demands your full attention. If you love games that keep you on the edge of your seat and occasionally make you question your life choices, this is the one to play.